We'll also work with our publishing partners to test a range of rental durations and prices. We do look forward to hearing from everyone who participates in the beta, as your voice will have a direct impact on the development of our service. Bringing PlayStation Now to PlayStation Vita is another example of our commitment to the platform. With PS Now, Vita will have the best catalog of games available on a mobile device, and the only mobile device with access to the deep library of PlayStation games. Innovation on Vita continues, and its integration with PlayStation 4 has expanded the way gamers use the device. Remote Play gives Vita owners quick access to PS4 games, and the response has been overwhelmingly positive. With Remote Play, PS4 blockbusters such as Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed will further showcase PlayStation Vita as the ultimate mobile platform. In total, there are more than 100 Vita titles in development today, including Tales of Hearts R from Namco, Ubisoft's beautifully hand-drawn RPG, Child of Light, and Telltale's mashup with Gearbox, Tales from Borderlands. Minecraft is also coming to Vita, and it will be the full console experience with co-op included. We got some Minecraft fans. PS Vita will remain a key pillar for us, and we look forward to sharing more gaming experience across Vita-dedicated titles, PlayStation Now, and PS4 Remote Play.
Alright, anyway, welcome to Bob Inch Video, home of the Sherbrooke Forest Trails here, and we're going to talk about, you know, the previous ones I had to talk about the tales of Nintendo Screwups, so today we're going to talk about the tale of Sony Screwups here. We're talking, I think last week I've been ranting and raving all over the place about the prices of the PlayStation Now tier. And I'm going to talk about this straight. The prices are just out of whack here. And you can tell the bugs are there. They're just getting bad this year. Alright, we'll tell you about the prices of the PlayStation Now. Sony has chipping away about this here. A couple new games that are coming out here. It's like $3 or $4 for a 4-hour rental, which I still believe it's too much. I don't believe that 4-hour. I don't believe people should be charged that much anyway for 4-hour. A 4-hour rental here. You know, folks, these are PS3 games that have been out for years. Are you expecting me to rent old PS game for $5 for 4 hours of gameplay, or 3 or anything like that? You know how stupid that is, really. I think for about that price here, for $2 or $3, that should give you for at least a week of gameplay. $5 to $8 for a 1 month. Maybe $10 for a 1 month rental. But I think any upper tier of that, I think should be $10 to $15 for a purchase of a PS3 game and permanent access for PlayStation Now. And yeah, people are saying to PlayStation, oh, PlayStation Now is the perfect solution to backwards compatibility. Look, this is look, PlayStation Now is something more glorified. It's not much more than a glorified virtual console for Nintendo systems. Like, Nintendo's virtual consoles are overpriced for, for one thing, Nintendo's consoles are overpriced. Who wants to pay $8 for a NES game? Really? About that price, maybe an indie game or something like that for $5 to $10, but certainly not an 8-bit NES game. Nintendo needs to provide a subscription model so they could have a catalog of NES games or like this here. But I have to say that PlayStation Now is nothing more than a glorified virtual console. Except it's even worse. Alright, how about PS2 games that we have to pay $20 for 90 days for a PS2 or $15 for 90 days for PS1 games? I mean, is that going to be going that way? I know it's a beta, but I don't have, I mean, chances are the prices in the beta is probably what the price are going to be at right now. But I'd be really happy if Sony, you know, drops the price. But, on the other hand, you have a voice for your consumers. And Sony is right now to claim, oh, it's the publisher's decision here. Look, I mean, you can set aside for the publisher. Look, I mean, you can set aside for, look, I mean, the prices shouldn't be $30 for a 90-day rental for a game that's been out for years in the PS3. Really? I mean, I think I have to say for a system that's more than 2 years old, I think you shouldn't be paying, you shouldn't be paying more than like $5 or $10 for renting a game. $5 for renting. I think $5 for 4 or 5-year-old PS3 game is $10 should buy you the game. All right. So don't tell me that don't tell me that we're going to charge you like it's a new thing here. Bull crap, Sony. I have to say, I mean, you know, the 4-hour tier, I mean, somebody stupid enough can even pay that amount of money. A 4-hour tier, that should be a free demo version of the game. You know, it's not, you know, Final Fantasy 13-2 is, when did that came out? 2011? It has to be more than 2 years ago. But you shouldn't be paying more. I mean, a top tier, I have to say to Sony, get rid of the 4-hour tier, paid 4-hour tier. That shouldn't exist. Like, even for a new game here, it shouldn't exist. It should be a week, 30 days, or maybe like $1, maybe $1, $1 a day. Maybe like a 99-cent per day for newer games. Like, the games that are less than 2 years old, if it's on a PS3 game, should be like $1 at the most for a day for games less than 2 years old. Maybe $1.50 for PS4 games, but that's, you know, that's how much I'm willing to pay for that lower tier. 7 hours, $2 to $3, $2 or $3 max for an older PS3 games. Maybe a little more for maybe a little more than that, but it shouldn't be it shouldn't be more than $5 for that one. I don't know about this. There's the older games here, but certainly in 30 days shouldn't be more than $5 to $10. A $10 maximum for 30 days. And get rid of the 90 days. I mean, any more than 30 days, let them purchase the game. All right. The prices are way too high. Still, they're still too high. And you know, best of all, yeah, it's a beta, but it's still Sony. I think for you, what you should do for beta testing for this type of stuff here, like, deal with the older games, and then make it free for PS Plus users here, or sign up for the beta for PlayStation Plus to sign up for the beta, access them for free. Because really, who wants to spend even money for that one? And if it's in the finished stage, PlayStation Plus users should get some of the games for free, and I think all users should just pop in a disc and then have the console call up PlayStation Now to send a game home for free. I mean, I think that's how Sony should do with this here. Not overcharge and treat this as a new game. No. And also some people says, oh, video games are an expensive luxury. Look, I mean, does it cost more to make it? it doesn't cost much more to make a movie than make a video game these days. So why are we spending $60 for a new game, yet we're spending less to make a movie? You see, Sony is really killing. Sony is doing a lot of stuff wrong with PlayStation now, and they're really screwing up. And I heard that it's laggy and buggy and like this. You need to have a very good connection to even remotely run smooth. And it's even that, it's not going to be as good as the actual card here. And you saw my rant in the video. It's like, you're better off just going to Amazon and buying these games for a lot less than even renting it here. Like even that, you're just better off just buying the PS3, a used PS3, and then buying these games. Because it really, I think Sony needs to, I think we need to send a message saying, look, and I heard, and there's also a lot of people that are ranting about this as well. That's my latest rant on PlayStation Now. 6 new games. It's a little bit lower, but it's still too excessive. All right. Let's go on to back to E3. I want to thank Sarcastic Clean, or whatever his account here. He used to be Tom Tug. He pointed out, he was saying, where is The Last Guardian? Really? Sony. We're gonna talk about this here. I read more about this here. Is yeah, The Last Guardian, and oh yeah, I remember that game. They used to announce it here, and it's coming out to the things where I've forgotten about the game. This clearly reminds me of Duke Nukem. All right. 3D Realms really did bit them in the butt for, okay, it's still making Duke Nukem forever. It's still making Duke Nukem forever. It's still making Duke Nukem forever. And the gamers are like, when's that game coming out? And, yeah, how much torture we're doing this. And, yes, I remember 3D Realms guilty of doing this. But now we're talking about The Last Guardian. The Last Guardian. Okay, we announced it back. It's announced in production back in 2007. It's announced on E3 in 2009 here, and then now, and then we had a couple things coming up for 2011 about the news here. It's announced on PS4 times here. Oh, it's going to come out in 2011, but it hasn't come out yet. 2012 came by, 2013 came by, 2014 was still not at E3. Actually, IGN thought it was canceled, and people doing it here. And Sony says, no, it's not canceled. We're still production here. And I don't really that much blame for IGN about this. It's declared canceled, maybe semi, or whatever it is. But Sony, enough of this torture. Give us an update to a game, alright? When is it coming out? When is it coming out? And of course Sony's going to be saying, oh, it's not canceled, but it's in development here. Sony, give us a freaking update to a game on how it's produced here. I hope for the fact that Sony can show off the creation to, you know, whatever Gamescom or whatever it is. Because look, we are sick and tired of being tortured of this one game that say, hey, we have this. I was here. This, yeah, and then you do, and then I don't get. Sometimes these companies are just okay. I wonder if this game even exists, Sony. I wonder if it's really canceled, but you're not. But you're just, you know, dousing it. But you're just doing it here. Look, we're sick of this. We're sick of people who are waiting for The Last Guardian. It's Sony. Never, ever I don't get it. You shouldn't, you know, keep this so-called project running and like this here. Look, you have to review it every year. You have to review it every year. Not just, okay, we announced the game, and then we showed a couple of times, then we quit showing it off here. And then you give us one announcement that says, oh, it's going to be on the PS4. And then it's not going to be, it's over here. Sony. Really? You're becoming just as guilty of 3D Realms of Duke Nukem Forever. I'm one of the same people of the 3D Realms have came into the studios, or like this, or whatever it is. Look, Sony needs to, the people from Team Eco needs to wake up! Now. Sony needs to wake up, alright? We here, the people who are waiting for The Last Guardian, is being tortured just month after month or year after year of no good news, and they're saying, is it in development? Sony says yes. Okay, how much finished are we? Sony, it's been 5 or 7 freaking years now. I wonder if Team Eco is just being snacking away, sleeping on their desk, or anything with their computers or stuff here. Like, either just cancel the game and just end the product right now, or give us an update on the progress of the game. Don't say, okay, it's released here, and we're not going to give you any news, and, yeah, trust me. Or, either that, then just don't announce that project that's coming out until it's, like almost done. Yeah, it's okay just to put some news and stuff in here, but don't show it off in E3 until the product is almost complete. That's what I have to say. And secondly, the Vita. People, they're going to be saying, oh, the Vita's still alive. I wonder what's the point right now of getting the Vita is. Sony has lately announced that there will be no more third-party support for the Vita. And now it's more for indie developers for the 3DS. Now, my comment on that one is that, to me, it's no future for the Vita. It's dead. Alright? Sony needs to realize that, hey, we're going to do indie development game here. We're going to leave it up over to just indie development and some whatever parents here. Alright, I'm going to turn on my 3DS right now and show you that here. Yeah, you can just get, look, I can just get, you know, independent developers for the 3DS and the PC. I have goodoldgames.com in there right now. Open up the developers here. Right now I'm developing these indie games here, and yeah, you're going to be buying some more of these indie games here. But here's what Nintendo's doing right. You see this here? These are first-party games, and that's what driven this. That's why this thing is winning right now. Look, Mario Golf. Even though, yeah, I was, you know, I just give them one chance. But if Nintendo pulls this DLC bullcrap again, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy into that here. But look, Paper Mario. Mario and Luigi. Yoshi's New Island. And I have it on my cart here. Mario Kart 7. You see, not to mention that this thing uses SD cards, which I have an adapter that uses 64 gigabyte cards in the system. So Nintendo's doing everything right on the 3DS. So Sony, so why are you cutting off first-party support and you're sticking with Vita cards? That's what's killing your system. And they're also going to be, and at the point right now, they're also treating this as a like sort of a just a tool to stream your PS4 games. Yeah, it's fine enough, but you can just buy the PlayStation TV. New TVs coming out from Sony will stream. I've heard it's going to be streaming PlayStation 4 games, like remote play. I mean, these new TVs in the future can have remote play. So I wonder what's the point right now in having a PlayStation Vita. And I actually went to Amazon, checked the price of memory cards. 32 gigs right now running from $65 to $70, which is still too much. 64 gigs are running about $100. But they really shouldn't be, you know, that much here. 32 gigs should be 40, 64 should be 60 or 70 or like this. That's how much I'd be willing to pay for it. Because look, Nintendo's doing it right. They stick to SD cards. It's a very secure system, and so and other people would say, ooh, the Sony has said that there's a special type of technology that has the graphics and the memory cards. Bull crap, Sony. Look, they're slow as crap. They're slow as crap to copy thing here. And you can only, and alright, we're going to talk the PS3 games here. We're going to show you, the retail games that are in here. Alright, it's going to delete it here. Anyway, I have, as you can see, I have 8 retail games. I had that 64 gigabyte card inside the system, and and I actually checked about it. It even used like 5 or 10% of the space. And for Sony, and for Sony's fitted memory cards, the highest tier card, that's how much games you can store before you fill up the darn thing. So, what's causing it to be 80 bucks? What's causing it, I mean, what is, you know, the point of them being $70, $80 for a 32 gig card? I mean, they really, I mean, I really wanted this thing to succeed. I really wanted to, you know, I don't know what the point is on I don't know what is up with this here, but I think I think that, you know, what they, I think, you know, what Sony needs to do at this point is just, you know, I don't know. They screwed up on first party, they screwed up by cutting first party, so the Vita's now nothing more than a $300 paperweight. They are still priced them so high, and so right now it's dead. I mean, any indie games, I can get it on 3DS or my PC at home. PlayStation Now or Remote Play, you can do it on a computer, or I can just do it on PlayStation TV. So, Sony, I know, Sony, I think that it's, and yeah, so I think that when people have said before that, okay, it's going to be, okay, it's going to be, it says, okay, it's going to be that, like this here, but what I have to say that is, it's really, I think Sony really needs to like look at the Vita and say, hey, why is it failing? Why aren't people running the games? Because the cards are high, and now first-party developers are now the nail in the coffin, and it's just a shame that it's not for the people who bought the original Vita and the first one as it came handheld system here, who spent $300 in this, or $250 to $300. Yeah, Sony really screwed up on the Vita. High price of cards, and now cutting first parties, and hey, we're going to use this as an accessory to the PS4. Yeah, like you're using it for PS4 streaming or remote play. Like you could use a TV. Like, at that point, just get a PlayStation TV, the Vita TV, for I don't know, $99 or whatever it is, or whatever price they're going to be coming out. But all I have to say, yeah, the PlayStation TV, yeah. But all I have to say is that I don't have any. I don't know what to do to say to Sony to provide the Vita. But what I have to say is that Sony really needs to get their acts together and listen to our customers. Look, I want first-party AAA games like we have on the 3DS. I want to have, that's what drives a system here. You want to make a dedicated system that you need to invest in first-party software. I also believe that Sony should just get rid of the PS3, drop the price of the PS4, and yeah, you need to start making games for Vita. I'm sorry that, I'm just upset of a Vita owner. So right now, it's just an indie publishing game that I could just get it on this. 3DS can have these games. So tell us what you think. But I think the prices. I think Sony is doing everything wrong with PlayStation Now, doing everything wrong with the Vita, and at least they're coming out with some games for the PS4 finally. Yes, I'm looking for Little Big Planet 3, which I'm getting for the PS4, even though Sony's releasing for the PS3. Look, it should be on the 4 and the Vita. Release Little Big Planet 4 for the PS Vita. Instead of the 3, because the Vita is just not doing that well because of this. So I don't see a point at this point on using the Vita. It sucks that I don't know what to say about this. But anyway, this is me, my thoughts on Sony. A couple other news reports that I had to tell you about that. Nintendo is supposedly saying we're not going to have a multiplayer support for Mario Maker. Boo. Um, Nintendo need, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, there we go. There we go. It somehow was blank over here, but it was just spacing over here. But look at this. These are 8 games I have. You see these 8 games here? And yes, Nintendo is still pushing for first-party games on the Vita. We're going to get you know what? We're going to be getting, we're going to be getting Smash Brothers in this thing. We're going to be getting, they're possibly playing Mario Maker for the 3DS. And on top of the news, yes, I have to give you the news. Nintendo is making this thing communicate with the 3DS, and the Wii U. Something I'd really be looking forward to. I really enjoyed how Nintendo communicated with the 3DS, with the Game Boy Color in the Nintendo 64. Remember that? Mario Golf and Mario Tennis. That was a neat feature about this one. I think that hopefully that Nintendo could, you know, update Mario Kart 7, which I have in here, in the cartridge, which I have in the cartridge right now. Put it in more and connect this to my Wii U. Or actually, I can just, you know, actually I can just connect this wirelessly to the Wii U and have Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart 8, and have a new career mode. I can actually, you know, copy the tracks over to this game and over this. Copy Mario Kart 7 tracks over to, and vice versa here, and I think Nintendo's gonna be doing something neat with the parties. Because look, I mean, why do you have to this here? But anyway, this is me, JD out, yeah.